Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all. It is a privilege to warmly welcome you to Vidyalankar Institute of Technology's annual degree distribution ceremony of the Biomedical Engineering batch, which has graduated in 2021. In the words of Ratan Tata, I have always been very confident and very upbeat about the future potential of India. I think it is a great country with great potential. We come together to celebrate the collective potential of the graduating batch of 2021 degree distribution ceremony. It marks not just the culmination of an important academic milestone, but it is also a time-honored ceremony that celebrates individual student achievement. A much-awaited event in every graduate's life, today signifies the grand finale of 4 years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. It is a day full of joy, a day of pride and accomplishment, a day of celebration and lifelong memories. It blends a sense of achievement with a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. It is a celebration of the bountiful harvest of VIT's 2021 crop of biomedical engineering students. It is a privilege to introduce you to the distinguished dignitaries on the days. With us, we have today the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Madhav Sathe, Consultant Anesthesiologist at Bombay Hospital, Thought Process Investor in BMCWS, which is a self-sustaining charity. The Chief Operations Officer of VIT and Head, Department of Management Studies, Dr. Amit Oak, the Head of the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Dr. Jitendra Torvi. To begin this auspicious occasion, keeping up with our beautiful Indian tradition of invoking the Almighty's blessings, before we commence the session, may I request everyone to please rise for the Saraswati Vandana.
Ya kundendu tushar dhavana, ya shubhra vastravrita, ya veena varadanda manditakara, ya shweta padmasana, ya brahmaच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्यापहा।
Dear graduates, you will be happy to learn that your trusted alma mater, VIT, continues to spread the radiance of knowledge and education far and wide. Inspired by the philosophy of student delight, every year VIT continues to progress in sure-footed strides. Along with nurturing engineering and management talents at the undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral levels, the Institute is working hard to facilitate an academic and research environment that is conducive to knowledge creation. To share about the recent milestones of our beloved VIT, I request our respected Chief Operations Officer, Dr. Amit Oak, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am. Good evening to the esteemed guest, HOD sir. Good evening. That's good. At the outset, I would like to thank and extend my hearty congratulations to you all for graduating in this unprecedented time. You have done proud to all of us. It's really difficult to work on a hybrid mode, which we have started right now, which we have imbibed, because you are one of the batch who started offline and ended online. But you are the biomedical graduates. And I think so. You have seen in the last 2 years what medical fraternity has done. And they have done all these things because you have supported them. So I think so you all have that right to have uploaded yourself. So I know I might be clear what I want to say. The future is yours. COVID was just one of the jhalaks, what you saw. There are a lot to come. I hope they should not come. But that is the challenge which you are going to face. You have to equip these medical practitioners with a lot of things where these practitioners are going to help you out. Keeping that in mind, we at Vidyalankar also have equipped ourselves in terms of our infrastructure and basics. I'm proud to share that our college have got autonomy, and we are an autonomous institution now. I assume you know what it means. Now you are the people who are going to give an input to all of us, how we are going to frame the syllabus, what is that you expected, what is that you are going to expect as a professional now. So the responsibility lies on all of us, including you as the alumni of this institute. Secondly, we are one of the institutes in this city where all the departments have gone or have got accreditation from NBA. We are the institute which is a NAC accredited institutes. We have a tie-up with various foreign institutions, and I'm proud to share that my own department, that the Department of Management Studies, is now having a tie-up with Harvard Business School, which you people also can get the benefit out of it. So it is not only for Management Studies Department, but it's Vidyalankar has a tie-up with Harvard Business School. So we are trying to really develop, we are trying to really take a big leap in which I would solicit all of your support. This is your institute. This is not the last day. Graduation means a responsibility. You are graduate today. So now it becomes of prime importance for all of us to see to it that we make ourselves as well as our institute proud. So I once again congratulate all of you, and I request that this is your institute. So apart from Maja Masti and graduation, you are welcome to the institute anytime. I'm saying anytime, because my dream is, as a CEO, this institute should work 24/7, which we are really trying. So you come anytime, you just give us a call that, sir, we want to discuss something. In presence of the HOD, sir, I am giving you that we will be here. So we'll be here, no? We will be here anytime. So please feel free to contribute towards the institute. Whatever you felt that you could have got much better, please suggest that. So somebody's ill experience can be somebody else's benefit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words and for setting the right tone to the event. I now request the head of the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Dr. Jitendra Thoti, to address our audience. Thank you. Please.
Dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues, and dear all my biomedical engineers. Good evening, one and all. On the behalf of Department of Biomedical Engineering, I, Dr. Jitendra Torvi, Head of the Department, like to congratulate you and welcome you all for this celebration of your success, that is degree distribution ceremony for the batch 2021. This is an occasion where your accomplishment based on your years of hard work and dedication is appreciated. It has been an honor to see you grow personally and professionally while pursuing your career in VIT. Thank you for giving me the honor and opportunity to be the part of your journey. I am really proud of your batch and I am eagerly waiting to see your accomplishments in next futures. As quoted in our GE lab, behind every doctor there is a great biomedical engineer. So I hope this batch will be again, this has already produced great biomedical engineers, so many more doctors will have privilege so that you will be behind them for development of technology. I know you will go out in the world with confidence in your abilities to communicate and analyze the world with your encounters. Remember, you can always reach out us at VIT for any counsel or any support. And as Dr. Amit Oksar has already said that we have become autonomous and we have framed a very nice syllabus for biomedical engineering. Soon we'll send it to you and we'll have comments from you so that we can go in a little bit deeper in the biomedical engineering. And as your experience will be there, then we'll go on updating our syllabus so that our more and more students will be benefited with the upcoming technologies. Now, I always say that please remember, success is a journey, not a destination. With the faith that you will affect a great change in the world, best of luck for your future ventures. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such valuable insights. This year, the theme for our graduation is to honor COVID frontline workers. And as an institute, we are honored to get an opportunity to felicitate frontline COVID warriors. One such remarkable COVID warrior is our today's chief guest, Dr. Madhav Sathe, who relentlessly kept on contributing in his professional healthcare and charitable capacities while undertaking great personal risk. It is indeed an honor to introduce our chief guest to the audience today. An anesthesiologist by profession and a social entrepreneur by action, Dr. Madhav Sathe has changed the way a charitable organization can function. He introduced a paradigm shift from charity to self-sustaining social enterprise, doing away with the tag of not for profit and embracing the new principle of not for loss. Under his leadership, the organization, the Bombay Mothers and Children Welfare Society, has taken up a multitude of strategic philanthropic initiatives in urban and rural areas of Maharashtra. Today, the Welfare Society is working in the field of low-cost, modern, well-equipped hospitals. It also provides 120 cancer patients with comfortable accommodation in Mumbai during their treatment here. Professionally run creches reduce the guilt of 700 working mothers. The BMCWS Rural Development Program in 92 villages has transformed communities with interventions in health, hygiene, education, vocational training, and meaningful environment. The Welfare Society has introduced a novel concept of e-learning without internet and has brought about a dramatic change in rural education. Digitized, animated curriculum has converted classrooms to picture halls using sustainable energy at Rajguru Nagar, 30 kilometers away from Pune. Dr. Sathe has combined his profession and passion very well for the last 35 years. He is a visiting faculty at the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. He received the prestigious Praj Symbiosis Maha Entrepreneur Award in 2010 and the Hutatma Rajguru Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011. May I now request Dr. Torvi to felicitate our chief guest, Dr. Madhav Sate, with a memento as a token of our sincere appreciation and gratitude. I'm privileged to invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Madhav Sate, to address the gathering and share his thoughts with all of us.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words that she used to introduce me. You feel good and nice to hear something about it. Thank you for inviting me to speak today. I'm very pleased to be here to join you celebrating the wonderful moments that you are going through now. It's really wonderful. To be a graduate, my first pleasure was that, hey, now nobody is going to ask me, when are you studying? That's the pleasure that you are in today. You are already done your post-graduation and you are into the field now. So first of all, congratulations to you all. You should be very, very proud of yourself for accomplishing the goal that you had in the mind. While doing the 12th standard, 10th standard, you have really struggled hard. I don't think I would have been doctor if today's system of a 10th, 12th, NEET and all these things would have been there. I would have easily said, thank you very much, forget about it, I'll go out. So that's the way that we have been brought up, and we have been completely, totally different educational system as compared to today. Today is a very, very competitive world. So today, I really congratulate you and respect you for the trouble and tireless studying that you are doing throughout your career. You have taken a key step towards your successful future and also the betterment of the family. And I'm sure the community is also on your radar, that you are going to do something for the community for sure. Whether you are working in a corporate hospital or a municipal hospital, wherever you are working, believe me, you are doing a lot of good to the community at large. It's necessary. I don't think during the COVID time, if the biomedical engineers wouldn't have worked with us, we would have been able to continue the work, because the load of the work was so much that the endurance of the machine was really tested during the COVID time. For years after, I have seen ventilators working days on and on and on, never had a time to stop for a month together. And even after the first wave, almost a year, it was working continuously, which was not possible without the biomedical engineers' help. So thank you very much for helping the community at large. And as India is always very proud of having the minimal number of cases as compared to the population. So this all credit goes to everyone from the medical community, not only doctors, not only paramedical workers, and not other workers. So everybody who worked hard has got the credit of all the things that we have done. So now you have got a new skill set. In today's complex and the technical world, what is needed is a completely different skill sets. You are going to be exposed to a different kind of a machinery every day. There is a new machine coming in. Once it is sold to the hospital, there is something, believe me, that company is selling the old technology for when they know that the new technology is already in their line and they are creating it. So that is what is going to happen now. So your well-educated generation will benefit, all of us. We are now exiting generation. So we are sure that you are going to help all of us, including the community. Now I'll start my few words for you with our own Mr. Ratan Tata, who has built the Tata empire from 92 onwards till 5 years back. So he has said in one of the convocations that view this moment as moving from a protected environment to an environment where you have to learn and listen, because your whole world is going to be learning and listening now. Up till now, during the college period, you were listening, but now, whole time you have to be learning and listening. Your success is going to be your humility now. So, rolling, he has said, we do not need a magic to change the world. Do you require a magic to change the world? You require what? Efforts. Nothing can be done without an effort. But how many of you really know that magic wand is in everybody's hand? How to explore that? That is beginning now. You have studied, you know what exactly you are in for. So use that magic wand and explore your inner self, which everybody knows, but it is not explored. So start exploring your own self and you will realize the reality of the world as well as the real fruits of the education will be coming handy now. The Steve Jobs, who doesn't know him? Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know that what you truly want to become. You are here, you wanted this subject, so you have done it. Now, the world is yours. Technologically, it is advancing. Without biomedical engineer, I don't think any hospitals can run now. So it is going to be mandatory for every hospital to have loads of biomedical engineers. Without that, it is not going to be possible. But truly speaking, I personally feel that this is an entrepreneurial. If you want to become successful, you have to be an entrepreneur. Don't hesitate to express your ideas. By and large, India is a avyakta samaj. We hesitate to express ourselves. And that is the main problem that India is facing. You should express yourself. Doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong. Let somebody prove it wrong. You have always courage to prove it right. So there is no question of right and wrong, but you should always come forward, express your ideas. Don't throw out your ideas into the dustbin. What cannot be marketed in the new world is always useful at the bottom of the pyramid. Remember, the bottom of the pyramid is without any health facilities. It is expecting from a biomedical engineers and doctors to have the gadgets, a handheld gadgets, which can give them the information about their health, which can suggest what can be treatment be at their doorsteps, where commuting and communication both are poor. Today, we are working in 92 villages for the health aspect, but it has got a color today because there is a startup which has had a handheld equipment which can give me 5 parameters instantly as I go in the village. I can test the blood pressure, I can test the pulse rate, oximetry, I can do the hemoglobin, and I can do the blood sugar. These 5 parameters, if you can get a reasonably good idea about the patient or a person over there. We are trying to map the incidence of anemia, footprint of the diabetes into a rural area. Why do we think always about the telemedicine? Why do we talk about the syndromes always? How many people are suffering from the syndrome? How many people require a cardiac care? How many people require a neuro care? 10%, 20%, what about rest 80%? So while talking about the rural health, we always talk about the telemedicine consultant sitting over there, but nobody talks about the antenatal and the postnatal care. Nobody talks about the curing of the anemia. Nobody talks about giving a lecture on a gender sensitization, sex education. Nothing. So why not we start giving that? So basically, there is an opportunity lying in India where 60% of our people stay into the villages. A lot of scope for a health graduates, healthcare specialists, and biomedical engineers who can develop a lot of things which can help to improve. Today, we are not able to do that because doing all the tests and all these things is a very tedious thing. If it can reach to the doorstep. So what we did, we started an antenatal postnatal checkup at the doorstep. What happened? Everybody in the village was happy. If she want to go for an antenatal postnatal checkup to the taluka place, somebody from her house and she both has to miss the wages to come that way. Go to the taluka place, get all the things done. It's a lot of loss of manpower, loss of wages. But today, we can give it with a handheld equipment, which is done by a startup company. And we can transfer the data easily onto a telephone, smartphone with a Bluetooth. So these are the new things that are going to come up. These are the new things which are going to change the way we look at it in rural areas. These are the things that are required to be considered by you, all of you. I don't say that dedicate yourself to that, but whenever you have an idea, think on both the sides of the world. The world that you are going to see every day and world that you have never seen or probably have not seen as yet, but which is existing. So that is what I am going to tell you, that entrepreneurship is going to be the thrust of the whole thing. The jobs are going to be minimized. The jobs are going to be for ideation. Jobs are going, rest of the things the robots can be doing. Rest of the things, very few people will be required to maintain all the machineries. But important thing is that somebody who is going to develop the new ideas is going to have the new feature. So basically, start thinking upon all entrepreneurial things that you can do in a health sector. And I think there is a very big scope for that. And the thought process investment at the bottom of the pyramid is the need of our hour. I am doing a hybrid job. I am doing my anesthesia practice into a Bombay hospital. But at the same time, whatever I thought that the education should be, I never kept it to myself. I went to rural India and thought that the rural education is bad. People are saying that it's very bad. It is really bad. The reasons given in the city where teachers are bad. All the teachers are BA. Without that, you don't get a teacher's job. So can't they teach the primary students? Have to believe. So what we hear and what reality is completely different. So how can you change it? E-learning. I talked many engineers from my batch. They said there is no internet, forget about it. I like a fool took a Tata telecom people over there. They search. Only 10 villages out of 92 villages had a internet, but that was also not streaming well. So I said, now what to do? If the social entrepreneurs don't stop identifying the problems, they start working. To me, I don't look at it as a problem. To me, it's an opportunity. Can you see the problem as an opportunity? As an opportunity, we developed an e-learning which is without internet, entire curriculum animated and digitized on an HD card, and today it is in 550 schools. 40,000 rural kids are learning. That's what it is. The IIT graduates from a country, they came to me for a alternative energy requirement at the hospital. I said, you come with me to the rural India. There lies the job for you. Today they have done 550 schools, 200 houses solar, trees, water schemes into a rural area or solar. So they have sold their solar energy over there. So because they were thinking, they were not hesitant to go into a rural area. They got this. Now they have got it. Now IIM graduates, IIT architects, they are working with us in the rural area on a playground. IIT architect girl, she is working on the playground. She has developed the playgrounds from a waste tires. The tires of the scooters to a big JCB machine. She has developed a wonderful playgrounds which are supple, which requires a lot of sensory motor coordination. The rural people are very supple. They are hyperactive children. They can climb the trees like nobody's business. So we didn't wanted to give them the usual slide, usual swing. We wanted to give them something which suited their genetically nurtured thing. So we gave them this playgrounds. She is now employing almost about 20 people. Who would have thought that the tires can become the playground? She is doing almost about 250 playgrounds every day. Beautifies the school, gives the students a completely different sense of a development. These are all personality development things which are there. Medical field is also developing. So all these things are very important. Now, as I say that, don't remain out there. I always felt I don't come from a farming community. I always felt that farmers are in a deep trouble in our country. Though we are an agrarian community, nobody teaches agriculture to the rural students. Is it good? There is no subject. We teach them commerce and tell them to stay in the rural area. How paradoxical it is. We say, can I do it in 500 schools? No. So we started Sheti Ki Pathshala in our premises in Nagpur. Now he is a farmer's son or a farmer's daughter. They already know farming. I cannot teach them farming. So what can I teach them? So I started a school which will give them an idea about what the modern ways of farming are. How you can improve your yield from the land that you are holding today. 60% of our farmers are from a marginal landholders, that is 2 acres to 4 acres of a land. That land quality is going down. The families have become big, so it cannot be sufficient. So they have to think about how in a minimal spaces and a minimal investment, how they can improvise on their yield. So we are teaching them hydroponics, aquaponics, beekeeping, the composting, vermicomposting, the solar dryers, the mushroom production, and what not, multi-layer farming. There are modern ways of farming that can be done over there in a small area. Teach them about nursery. They can make their own plants and plant it at the appropriate time rather than sowing the seeds, which is the modern way of agriculture today. So we are teaching the agri-entrepreneurs. We are making agri-entrepreneurs who are 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th standard boys. They will, from a land analysis to everything, soil analysis to everything, they will be doing. And that Pathshala is full every day. Who would have thought in a land of an agricultural college, agri MBAs, agri postgraduates, none has thought about an agri IIT, ITI. Not IIT, ITI. In a Kaushalya Vikas, agri doesn't have much of the space. So I thought what happened? What will happen? People will say that you are an idiot. Okay, that's fine. That I am. But whether people are benefited or not, that's my main question. And they are getting benefited. They are coming over there to see all these things. That means they were deprived. They were deprived of the knowledge, which we are talking in a city, but they were not being given the information where the information should reach. So it's the information technology era. How can you give them the information about the health, information about every subject on the applications that you are going to get? Is going to be very crucial to develop it. Every house entrepreneur. What is the entrepreneur? Can anybody tell me the definition that if you have got a turnover of this much amount of money, you are an entrepreneur? Like MSME, MSC, medium scale, medium small scale, Sukshma Udyog, Laghu Udyog. Is there any definition of an entrepreneur? A village lady who stitches a rajai after coming back home from her labor work is an entrepreneur. She is adding an income to her family. So that kind of a thing that is required for that, health is not. If her health is not good, then it will not be possible. And it is a research to be done. How their health is much, much better than the city people. No cholesterol problems, no lipid profile required. Work for 18 hours, yes, without any problem. Are you tired? No, I'm not tired. What are you eating every day? Bajre ka roti and whatever vegetable that I can get. So all these things are more important, and I think you all are absolutely going to be very important for the society. So what do you do with your education? What is the purpose of educating yourself? You are all graduates. So what is the purpose of education? How many people really can come and educate to the level that you have been educated in India? 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. How much do you think? 18% to 20% people get the opportunity to learn. Isn't it the duty of these 18% to carry and take along with rest of the 82% people whenever you can? I don't say that you dedicate your life to that. You live your life whatever way you want to. But can you invest a thought process into these rural areas whenever you like to do it, or whenever you feel appropriate that I can do it now? Yes, I'm settled. I achieved my goals. Let me do something for them. Or during the period when you are working, over. This is an idea that I can give to the rural area. Somebody is throwing out this machine. Can I, with my knowledge, make the work machine work and take the responsibility of particular hospital and say, okay, I take a responsibility. I give you this refurbished machine. Use it. Improve the rural health. Can that happen? It's easily doable. Think of all those things. Don't throw out easily. We can't afford to throw out the things easily. We have to reuse, we have to recycle, and we have to give. Don't think that, but that is not the best. Where there is nothing, whatever you give is the best. We should give them equivalent to what we get, but when that is not possible, at least something we should give. Like when I say that e-learning is a full education, no, it is not. I also know it. But my simple analogy was, अब तक स्कूल में आते नहीं थे, कुछ सीखते नहीं थे. अब स्कूल में आने लगे हैं, कुछ तो सीख के जाएंगे. Is that bad? Is that thinking bad thinking? So with that thinking, you should start working. Nothing is good and bad. Nothing is defined. At present, they are not getting a health attention. The first time I went to a rural village and I was giving about, this was about 10, 12 years back, a small solar lantern. They said, okay, doctor, can you give us a solar lantern which can charge my mobile? What will be your first reaction? A giggle or a laugh? But while I was coming down from that tribal village, and my body was completely moving here and there, and I had to pull out my joints while coming down from that village, I realized that what is the way that they are going to communicate with the outside world, even if there is a severe illness. Now the mobile is there, so that's only their phone. They can't charge it into their field. They have no electricity in their village, so where are they going to charge it? And really cried upon myself. This simple idea, how did you laugh at that? I was very critical about myself and I said, "Oh, right. Understand them, try and take their viewpoint. Don't throw it out like that." So that's the way that you learn. And that's what the world we are going to view in now. So let me leave you with this thought from Emerson. Do not follow where the path may lead. Do not follow the path which will lead you at a particular destination. Instead, where there is no path, go and leave the trail behind. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sathe, for sharing your magical and inspiring views and for motivating the young crowd. Your words have surely made our students put on their thinking caps and will imbibe the motto of service before self in them. Professor Chandrasekhar S. Deshpande is the founder of Vidyalankar. He is a technocrat, visionary, and a person blessed with extraordinary academic talent. Professor C.S. Deshpande came up with stellar performances throughout the course of his education. After completing his BE from the College of Engineering, Pune, he joined the prestigious TIFR as a research scholar and developed personal contacts with the likes of Dr. Homi Bhabha and Sir C.V. Raman. In spite of securing the highly coveted Class 1 gazetted officer post in the Indian Railway Service of Engineers, his passion for teaching maths and mathematical engineering subjects made him take the unconventional decision of resigning from IRSE to start Vidyalankar. Vidyalankar has instituted an annual lecture series titled as Professor C.S. Deshpande Memorial Lecture to perpetuate the memory of the founder of Vidyalankar, Professor C.S. Deshpande, who devoted himself wholeheartedly to the pursuit of academics. To commemorate his birth anniversary, eminent scholars and illustrious nationally renowned personalities are invited to deliver intellectual talks to uplift the learning experience of the Vidyalankar audience. Padma Vibhushan Dr. Sashi Kumar Chitre, Padma Bhushan Dr. Kirit Parekh, Padma Shri Dr. Narendra Jadhav, and Padma Vibhushan Dr. Anil Kakodkar are some stalwarts who have delivered the memorial lecture. The Professor C.S. Deshpande Memorial Medals celebrate excellence and extraordinary talent and are conferred to exceptional academic achievers. I request our chief guest to award the Professor C.S. Deshpande Memorial Medals to the students of the Department of Biomedical Engineering. I now call upon the candidates to come forward as and when their names are announced for receiving the medals from the chief guest. Ms. Saili Mandavkar is the overall topper of the graduating batch of 2019-2020 with CGPI of 9.38. She is currently working as an application. Congratulations, Saili, and we wish you good luck for all your future endeavors. Ms. Namrata Mohite is the overall topper of the graduating batch of 2021 with a CGPI of 9.69. Currently working as an assistant systems engineer at TCS. Congratulations, Namrata, and best wishes for a great future ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to celebrate the achievements of a group of exceptionally talented individuals. May I now request Dr. Jitendra Torvi, head of the Biomedical Engineering Department, to call out the names of the students to be given the certificates on behalf of the University of Mumbai. And I request the Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Madhav Sathe, to award these certificates to the graduates.
Krishnakant Shukla. Mihir Tilak. Bhagyashree Hatankar. Archie Sharma. Devanshi, Shidde's parents to come up and collect the certificate because Devanshi is at present studying in the US. Prafulla Sonavne. Isha Ghogule. Nitin Nalaude. Omkar Jadhav. Kadam. Harshada Kini. Anuja Pawar. Soham Shinde. Sonali Chavan. Omkar Thakur. Jui Masal. Shriya Soni. Vedant Gaikwad. Aditya Kalbandi. Dabolkar. Kunal Sunavne. Parents, I think mother, to come and collect the certificate because Sanchiti at present is in US. Snehal Borse. May I request, his sister to just collect the degree certificate because at present he is doing his MS in John Hopkins University, USA. Bhavna Tambe. Vikram Kolekar. Father to collect the certificate on the behalf of Richa because Richa is also doing MS in US. I think that completes the list. Now may I hand over it to the election.
Hearty congratulations to the B Biomedical Engineering batch of 2021. I am tempted to share an excerpt from a poem by Dr. Seuss. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life is a great balancing act. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Now I call upon Mr. Mihir Tilak, student of 2021 Biomedical Division, to come on stage and share the experiences of his 4-year journey. After graduating, Mihir has been a student researcher at IIT Bombay for 1 year, where he worked on IoT-based smart saline bottle for healthcare. Subsequently, he has appeared for his GRE and plans to pursue MS abroad. Welcome, Mihir.
Hello, everyone. Respected dignitaries, respected professors, and my dear friends, I will thank everyone for arriving at this auspicious occasion. And uh, I will thank the organizing committee and Arun Kumar sir for giving me this opportunity to share the experience of my 4 years of undergrad. Let me start with the first day uh, when I came to this college. That day, it was the admissions day. I first met Professor Amiya Nyadish sir. At the time, he told me one thing, that your portion has been doubled and you have half the time to complete it as compared to your 12th standard. That motivated me to perform well in the exams. After that, our departmental professors used to visit our first year class regularly to motivate us and tell us to focus on our basics so that you can perform well in our further years of engineering. After first, in the second year, when DSY batch entered uh, in our class, we were all taken aback that how are we going to adjust with them. And after that, VIT provided extra and co-curricular platforms so that we all would gel together and we would develop a strong bond with them. And I thank Vidyalankar for providing uh, these all activities. Uh, my group of 6 members who did the project of IoT-based smart saline bottle for healthcare got expert guidance of Nagre sir, Thorvi sir, and Mane sir, and we won the first prize in E-Yantra, which was a project competition against COVID. In the COVID times, all the students of our class were anxious about the entire lectures, but teachers and the organization handled the situation so well that we didn't feel any lacuna in online education. I still remember Ram sir's online and offline classes, which mainly focused on analytical questions, which made us think how are we going to design any engineering product. After that, I will like to share some experience about Gymkhana, and we all used to have a great time in Gymkhana. There were activities like carom, chess, table tennis, to name a few. I also like to appreciate all the lab assistants for providing us the equipments in the optimum condition before we start the experiment. I would finally thank all the teaching and non-teaching staff to make our undergrad experience immortal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mihir, for sharing your beautiful experiences at VIT. I'm happy to share with you all that many of our biomedical engineering graduates are creating ripples in India and abroad. We indeed feel very proud of our students when they are recruited in reputed organizations and MNCs. Our biomedical students have backed placements in companies like TCS, Capgemini, Citus Tech Healthcare, 3D Incredible Medical, and well-known hospitals like Asian Heart Institute. They are also carrying VIT's flag when they make their mark in prestigious universities, when they pursue their studies abroad. 7 graduates are currently pursuing their higher studies in the USA. As Dr. Thorvi mentioned, Heram Gupta is at Johns Hopkins University. Richa Bhujbal is at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Gauri Patwardhan, a trained classical singer, is at State University of New York at Binghamton, USA. Amey More is at IIT Madras. Darshan Bhor is in NIT Roorkela. Some have established startups and are boosting their business management skills. Ms. Devanshi Shinde is the proprietor of a company, DS Products, dealing in female hygiene products, and she's also pursuing her studies abroad. The list of achievers is long. I may not be able to talk about everyone, unfortunately, but I am certain that whatever be their destination, all our graduates will reach great places and will make us all super proud. So with this, I would like to propose the vote of thanks to the chief guest for sparing time from his busy schedule, to the enthusiastic graduates, their proud parents, to the visionary management of Vidyalankar and my colleagues. It was a great pleasure to have you all here. Thank you each and every one of you for being a part of this event. It has truly been a privilege to host this. I request you all to please rise for the national anthem.